I've been hiding like a rain cold man. Yeah, I've been sweating like a thief in confession. Tell me stories I believe. Show me something I can't see. Smoky soap creek rhythm shine. Tastes like Sunday, pours like wine. And they can feast their eyes on this whiskey Memphis sky. I've been shaky like a son of a gambler. Yeah, I've been rattled like a snake in a hole. Prop me up on solid ground. Wake me when the sun comes round. Smoky soap creek rhythm shine. Tastes like Sunday, pours like wine. They can feast their eyes on this whiskey Memphis sky. I've been waiting it out for a scattered ray of sun, but I figured it out. Sometimes you have to get cheat on the run. Smoky soap creek rhythm shine. Tastes like Sunday, pours like wine. Smoky soap creek rhythm shine. Tastes like Sunday, pours like wine. They can feast their eyes on this whiskey Memphis sky. Yeah, nah, yeah. Oh, hello. Cheers. It's Tuesday. It's date night for us, gatherers. That's right, just you and me. Man, it was crazy last week on the road. I was out in Utah. And just so you all know, because right, I'm in the midst, we are collectively in the midst of the Get Folked. I mean, we are deep in it. We are deep in it. The Get Folked House concert tour. And for those of you maybe joining us for the first time, or maybe just popping in for the first time in a while, or maybe new to the community, the Get Folked tour is a mission that happens each year. Had to take some years off because of COVID, but the mission is how many living rooms of fans can I make it to in some given period of time. And man, it is one of my favorite times of the year. I mean, not only is it just an awesome way, right, to meet the folks out there that are passionate about the songs I write and the band and this community. Like, you know, I get to eat dinner with all of them in their living rooms. And they get to invite the people that they love to come and check out an artist that they love as well. Like, right? It's just awesome. And it is a really great way. It's a different kind of way to share music. Now, don't get me wrong. I miss touring with my bandies when I'm not touring with my bandies. But I am excited because, in just a few weeks, we're going to be digging back in with the band and rolling up our sleeves and hitting the road hard 2024. So, but not only is it great for all those reasons, the Get Folk Tour, but it actually is like, it's good practice for me. It really is. I mean, right? There are songs, right? People ask me this all the time. I don't know if you play this song without the band, right? And the answer is, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do it anyways, right? Like, but it is amazing. It is amazing, right? Like just night after night to dig deep into the music and to try and keep rhythm and tempo, and it makes me a better player, a better performer, maybe even a better person. I'm not sure on that yet. It is challenging being away from all my girls these days. Not quite sure how it's all going to unfold. I mean, none of us knows how anything's going to unfold. But I will tell you this. It does feel like, right, Piper being 3 months old now, it just feels like Allie and Piper, well, they're all kind of getting into the rhythm of things, And, so, I don't know. I should just play music and stop talking so much. It's good to see y'all. I get so excited. I mean, I don't really realize it until y'all are here hanging out with me, but once we're all hanging out, I don't know, I get excited. I was going to say, I don't have many opportunities for just like social interaction. It's pretty sad, right? Like I'm talking to a phone right now, and I consider it social interaction, but it is, as you all know, especially those of you who were with us for 500 nights in the midst of COVID, right? I mean, that was the only social interaction available for a while. I did have, I mean, for the first time in I don't know how long, 2.5 years, I don't know, I went out to Salt Lake to play on Thursday night. I flew out there. With ulterior motives. I mean, I love playing in Salt Lake City. Love the folks out there. And we just have a fun, believe it or not, we have an amazing, fun community. Small, but strong community of fans out there. And so I had a great night. But the ulterior motive was that on Friday night, I got to hang with my big brother, Art, for his 60th birthday. And that was really special. I haven't had a night or a day when I wasn't daddying or touring. I mean, I don't know how long that's been, but and it was great to just celebrate someone I love and have a moment or two. It was a crazy plan, though. I will tell you, it was stupid. I did something stupid, and I got very lucky. I mean, I got on a flight out of Utah on Saturday morning, scheduled to land at like 4:10 in Boston, and the house concert was an hour away, scheduled to land, not deboard, land at 4:10. The house concert was an hour away, and my load-in time was 5 o'clock. Right? If it was a perfect storm of things not going fucking wrong at the airport, I was going to be a half hour late. I mean, just crazy, but it worked out. It was a perfect storm of things not going wrong. All right. Anyways, It's good to be with you. We're doing leftovers tonight. I hear you, Barry. It was sketchy. Sketchy of me. I mean, you could. There's always a chance. I see comments all the time, but I know you all chat. So sometimes I respond to comments thinking it's about something that I said, but it could be about something that somebody else said. I'm not sure. Thank you, Lillian. Lillian says, enjoy every one of those moments with you, bro. That's what I was feeling like. I was feeling like, you know what? I was feeling like it was crazy to leave my wife and 2 girls for like an extra day. I already leave the home so much, right? And it felt selfish and shitty, is what it did, honestly. But you're right? Our life is made of all the people we love. Capturing moments and honoring those folks that you care about is important, right? Allie's pretty cool to encourage me to do that stuff. I wrote this one for her. Come on, baby, let's try it one more time. You bring your scars, I'll bring my crimes. We'll raise a toast to the things left behind, and we will roll no more. We will roll no more. I've been thinking as fall comes around, still taking punches, chained in this town. Maybe the best of it we've already found, and we should roll no more. We should roll no more. Maybe it's crazy, I know that it scares me, but we make each other happy. We make each other happy. Come on, baby, read me like you do. After all the trials, the shit we've been through, all I want is to stay here with you. Let's roll no more. Let's roll no more. Got some nice leftovers. I'll tell you what, I always, each time we do a leftovers night from your requests, I feel like, right? I feel like at the end of the night, like, we need another night to dig into these, because I can't get to all of them, obviously. Remember back in the good old days, we used to do this every night. The bad old days. You all remember through COVID when I was out in the desert, my sculptor friend Steve, who we lost, Steve Riemann. By the way, if y'all ever want to be inspired, look up Steve Riemann and his sculptures. They are incredible. But he used to say, back in the bad old days. Always like that. All right. I'm not sure if this weekend's shows are all sold out. I got 4 of them in New Hampshire. We're hitting New Hampshire hard this weekend. But y'all should know this, okay? If you are, first of all, if you're watching this and you haven't been to a house concert yet, try to make one. I'm also gonna tell you a secret that's not really public knowledge, but I don't do secrets very well. It's just a little bit different this year, right? It used to be at the Get Folk Tour for 2 months, I would play living rooms every single night. And I can't do that and still be a daddy, right? So we've been doing some crazy stuff. We've been doing, a show on Friday and double headers on Saturday and Sunday. And it's great, but it still doesn't feel like enough for this little window that I have to hit living rooms. I just think it's such a special thing to share music that way. So, for those of you who have applied to be hosts at the Get Folk House Concert Tour, be aware that that you may get a call at any point this year. We have decided that since we cannot play enough living rooms, right, during our little window, that when there are nights that we have open and free, I will sneak off to some living rooms throughout the year and do them. And we will still do some gatherings, some live gatherings in backyards too. All of these things that we have gotten to do in the past, they're so cool. Our little underground ways of sharing music. There'll be a day when we can't do it anymore. Maybe. There may come a day when we just can't do it anymore. And the good news is, if that day comes, it means that awesome things are happening, right? That this community of ours is growing and growing and growing. But until that day, we're going to try and take advantage as much as we can of getting to connect one-on-one. All right, I'll shut up about the damn tour already. You don't look like an angel. You don't smell like you taste. You wanna take your time. It's my time you waste. You may be a handsome stranger, but you don't look like an angel. You don't look like an angel. Your skin's like flame. You wrap me up, devour my charred remains. You may be a handsome stranger, yeah, but you don't look like an angel. How do you get through and touch my pain, my deepest secrets? You know my game. How do you get through and touch my pain, my deepest secrets? You know my game. Don't look like an angel. You don't move like a god. I can see you got feathers and wings, but you're afraid of Claude. You may be a handsome stranger, but you don't look like an angel. How do you get through and touch my pain, my deepest secrets? You know my game. How do you get through and touch my pain, my deepest secrets? You know my game, yeah. You know my game. You know my game. You know my game. You know my game. For those of you who just joined us, these are all your requests. Last week we had a request night, and my friend Robin likes to collect all the requests I can't get to, and every once in a while, if we can, we do a leftovers night. That's us tonight. Leftovers at gathering 760. I don't know. For those of you, by the way, tuning in from the upstate New York area, I've got an announcement and a warning. Our doubleheader in Syracuse, both shows are almost sold out. So if you are thinking about coming out and hanging with us, and it's at this really cool club called the 443. It's a small place. So both shows will sell out probably pretty soon. If you can get to Syracuse, come and join us, because special things happen in special rooms, and that is a special room. We also this week just announced, and that's sorry, I should tell you when these fucking shows are, shouldn't I? I believe that's March 9th. And that's a Saturday. Our doubleheader's on a Saturday. And we just announced on Friday, last minute show, March 8th in Rochester at Water Street, an awesome, historic, badass rock club called Water Street. And I love every chance that I get to come into the Rochester area. And spoiler alert too, we are trying to move hell and high water to make it to the Fairport Music Festival this summer on Friday before the Ramble. It will be insane if we do it, but we've missed it too many years in a row, and I miss being a part of it, so you should know that too. All right, back to your leftovers. I feel like I wanted to say this, but and then maybe I just got caught up in babbling, but even on a weekend like this where all the shows seem to be sold out, if you want to come out, get on our waiting list. The Get Full tour, every single show has a waiting list. It is the age of COVID still, and so people cancel all the time. Even in small house concerts, there are always a few cancellations, whether it's COVID or whether it's just people like having a cold and not knowing what it is, not wanting to get other people sick. Things come up, and so last minute there are people that squeeze into these shows every single time. Joanne says, all New Hampshire shows are sold out. I'm sorry. If you were wanting to come to one of those, get on a wait list. You may sneak on. You may sneak on. All right. Oh, yeah. Sight for sore eyes, running into you here. Hearts beating fast, having you so near. Don't wanna go, but I can't stay. Well, maybe just one glimpse for old time's sake. But let's stick to how you been. How was your day? There's some things we don't need to say. Like you still have my heart, making less this time. It was on my phone. You should be mine. Like let's try again. We can make it work. They've all been said, they've all been heard. Wasted words. You never looked so good to me. Thinking about the things that'll never be. Before we see regret in the morning light, let's say goodnight and just leave quiet. And stick to how you've been. How was your day? 'Cause there's some things we don't need to say. Like you still have my heart, we can last this time. It was on my phone. You should be mine. Like they've been heard. Wasted words. Let's stick to how you've been. How was your day? 'Cause there's some things we don't need to say. Like you still have my heart, can't last this time. It's on my fault. You should be they've all been heard. Oh, then I your It's a sad song. It's sad. It's just sad. Oh, I'd like to play this. I'm looking over here, over there, at your list of leftovers. I was saying this actually at the second house concert on Sunday. It's really interesting. There has become, when we started the house concert, when we started the Get Folk, right, house concert tour. Thank you for the claps and the love, by the way. I really appreciate it. Every time I see all those hearts and claps and all that stuff, it makes me feel good. Thank you very much. So I was saying, when we started the house concert tour, I would ask hosts when I would show up, I'd say, let's make sure, because I have a lot of songs that I've written, right? Like, let's make sure we're playing your favorites, right? Give me a list of requests. Well, that has evolved over the years. Right, the first house concert tour was in 2016. So it's like, right, it's been 8 years since, now we had to take a bunch of years off, right, because of COVID, but still, word has spread on the request situation. So, almost every show, when I show up, there is a long list of of requests. And I don't know, some of you may hear this and say, oh, well, that's a shame because, if Adam is just playing the requests every single night, then, he's not, following his whatever, right, creative intuition. But really, every host has different tastes. And the creative challenge for me, oftentimes when I get a long list, and I try to play all the songs or most of the songs, and if there's something I'm really feeling like I want to play, or if I feel like the right request list is a little unbalanced and it's all ballads, or right, obviously, but the challenge, the creative challenge, is how to take a list of my songs, right, and find my own journey through them, right? Create my own order that tells a story that brings us in. I mean, oftentimes the coolest thing about a house concert, right, is that in the beginning of the night, right, there are always people that have never been to a house concert before, and they're feeling fucking awkward. They're feeling weird. They have never experienced something like this. They're piled into a living room, right, with a bunch of random people, and they don't know what to expect, right? And right, by the end of the night, it never feels that way. It never feels that way. And don't get me wrong, there are sometimes weird things that happen at house concerts, and there are sometimes that people just, the challenge with the house concert is that if one person gets shit-faced and is out of control, it can impact the entire show, right? But the secret is, even in big shows, right, each one of us has the power as an audience member to have a huge impact on the way that the show goes. It really is true. I mean, maybe not as much when you get to that 10,000 plus venues, maybe 5,000 plus venues, right? But 1,000 people and under, right? Each one of y'all that comes out to a show, you impact the show itself. You impact the people around you. It's one of the things that is so inspiring about being a musician, right? Like, there is a story that evolves, and it's not just the story told by the people on the stage. It's the story told by everybody, right? And that is like, right? That is like multiplied by some factor when you're in a living room. Every person watching is contributing in a significant way. Everybody has a huge impact on a show, right? Super fascinating. I told you I was gonna shut up about the house concerts. Now look at me. I'm doing it again. Can you tell I haven't slept in a while? I know. It's always, sometimes it is a shock when I turn on the camera and I see myself for the first time, especially like right in daddy mode. Can't remember the last time I showered. Can't remember the last time I just shaved, took care of myself in any way. I know y'all still love me. I appreciate that. Crossroads seem to come and go. Gypsy flying from coast to coast, knowing many, loving none, bearing sorrow, having fun. But back home you'll always roll, sweet Melissa. Freight train, each car looks the same. No one knows the gypsy's name. No one hears his lonely sigh. There are no blankets where he lies. His deepest dreams, the gypsy flies with sweet Melissa. Again the morning's come, again he's on the run. Sunbeams shining through his hair, appearing not to have a care. So pick up your gear and gypsy roll on, roll on. Crossroads, could you ever let go? Will you hide a dead man's ghost? Or will it lie beneath the clay? will his spirit fall away? Well, I know he won't stay where Melissa. Well, I know he won't stay, yeah, without Melissa. Speaking of the power of music, I mean, the Allman Brothers were a huge, huge influence on me. Their music and songwriting, yes. The way that they played together as a band, absolutely. But, you know, as a 16-year-old, right, I just had my license, and, you know, and the Allman Brothers the tour would come through Boston every summer. Great Woods. You know, it was at those shows that, you know, I mean, I was one of 20,000 people, right? But they didn't feel like strangers at those shows, right? I don't know. I felt like I could walk through that parking lot all day. I could walk through that field. I could talk to anyone. I could hang with anyone. I could hug anyone. If I was in trouble, anyone was going to get my back, and vice versa. You know, and I don't think it was just the Allman Brothers, right? It's just when we're at concerts and when we're sharing music and art together, we are focused on these things that connect us all. And especially in an age where it feels like the only focus out there is the differences between us, right? It seems to be all the world seems to be concentrating on. And to me, music has always been the opposite of that. All right, I'll shut up. I'm talkative tonight, right? By the way, I should ask an honest question. Is my eye gross? I had something in my eye. Can you see it? This eye. Like for 3 days, there was like something stuck in there. It was horrible, and it's really. I hope I'm not grossing you out. Maybe you didn't notice it until I called attention to it. That's never happened to me before. Like, you know, if I had eyelashes in my eye or whatever, but I just couldn't get whatever it was out. I think it's out now, I think. But I think the bloodshot eye is just adding to the general disheveled nature of my being at this point. Is probably appropriate. Yeah, I also need some sleep, it's true. jukebox where your daddy was. Took me out for whiskey and a beer. Had about 5 too many. He said, boy, I let the best things in my life slip on my throat. What I'm gonna do to kick your ass in the gear? Tuned up, please. When you feel like home. You and I were meant to be together. I don't believe in much these days. When I'm with you, it's quiet inside my head. It's the only time I really know it's gonna be okay. Cheers. Man, thank you all for hanging with me tonight in my current state. Mentally and physically. Thank you for the claps and the love. Y'all are amazing. I've got I got a message from this fella named Donald who is running our trip, our cruise to Cozumel in June. He said, almost never do people sign up like kind of late for these things. It's always like, 6 to 10 months. He said, we continue to get people joining our cruise in June. I think that is so cool. He says that there are something like 55 cabins on the boat that are reserved just for Adam Ezra Group fans, and that we are going to end up being like over 5% of the giant cruise ship is gonna be us. I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I can't wait to experience that with y'all. And we're already trying to figure out plans for 2025, and believe it or not, 2026. Because I think in 2026, not this year, not next year, but the year after. I think in 2026, we are gonna do like a bucket list, amazing cruise adventure to a place that we've probably all wanted to go to, and very few of us have actually made the effort to do it. And we're gonna just all do it together. That's the plan. So, that story will continue to unfold, I promise. Thanks for joining me tonight. You all are so amazing. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the wind at our backs. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. May it turn when you're ready to carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the main. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a glimpse of God's great design. Some say it's the science of all things combined. May we look up and always feel wonder. Here is to us, no we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to life in good company. Here's to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this town that we had. These moments pass lightly and they won't come again. May our lives all burn brightly right up to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to the work when the working is through. Let us drink one to me. Let us drink one to you. Let us drink one to those who want with us. Here is to us and all that we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to the land and good company. Here's to the future. Here's to the past. Let us drink one down slow. Let us drink one down fast. Let us drink one easy. This night is our last. Here's to the drink that we share. Oh, here's to the drink that we share. Please stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another. And I'll see you again soon.